Halo Sobat Telkom, you are watching a special edition of Heard on the Street collaboration with See Today. Telkom Group is committed in building a sustainable digital ecosystem. A manifestation of their commitment is BATIC. The topic and discussion of the event is hoped to impact the future of the industry. To delve more on the impact and the value of the event, we are joining with the President Director of Telkom Indonesia, Ririek Adriansyah. Pak Ririek, thank you so much for being with us today. Much for joining us. So, BATIC 2024.
Yes.
Now, the theme is Cultivating the Sustainable Digital Ecosystem. How important is digital ecosystem in telecommunication sector?
Well, it is very important as part of the, let's say, in order to capitalize, to leverage the potential of digital economy in the future. I think we need to transform ourselves. The country need to be to transform, to have a digital transformation. And one of the component, the important component is how can we build digital ecosystem so that part of the transformation. So it's very important because it's the major part of to be successful in having the digital transformation.
In your opening remarks, you mentioned about global macro trends, and then you talk about that and explain to us what is the macro global trends for the telecommunication or the digital ecosystem as of all right now.
Yes, in general, the global macro trends which related to us is like a hyper competition, the growing of digital country, meaning that a lot of countries are now thinking of digitalize themselves. Then data consumption also growing, so we need to keep growing to capture this higher demand. And then the use of the advanced technology. AI is probably one of the most popular one just recently. And then cybersecurity soon will be coming as a quantum technology. Those kind of stuff is basically around us. And then the connectivity one is started by Starlink is direct to cell satellite, meaning that the satellite, low orbit satellite, they can communicate directly with the regular mobile phone. Quite a while ago, there were a mobile satellite, but the mobile phone has to be a satellite phone. It's not regular one. Today, it's regular. It's still limited. The speed, the capacity is still limited, but I'm sure that it's going to be getting better.
It's interesting that the advancement of technology is so fast that we don't even need to change our technology. We just adapt to that. BATIC gathers thousands of participants. We're talking about global players, experts, and stakeholders. How does this event benefits about and contributes to the Telkom Group's grand strategy?
BATIC was started, I think, as back in the year, if I'm not mistaken, about 2009, 2010, basically. We have initiated BATIC in Bali. Why Bali? I think at least the key success factor of holding an event is like it must be held in the cities or the area where there are a lot of direct international flight. Because for them, for the participant, they're going to be a bit concerned of using the domestic, like for safety reasons, those kind of things. So to minimize those kind of things, then we choose Bali. Then Bali has a lot of space. There's also correlated between aggressiveness of business of Telin and the BATIC. I think it's in line. So today the BATIC is I think it's almost 100 hours, 1,300 of participants, and it's getting bigger. And BATIC and because interest is one of the major event. Even I can say it's one of the biggest similar event in APAC. The other two is the big one is in the US. One is what we call PTC. It's always held in January in Hawaii. Another one is they call it ITW. It's held typically in Washington DC around May, June time frame. So BATIC is getting bigger. And for us, I think they bring us, Telin, to the next level. They know that Telin is the sole organizer of this one. So they are coming to this event mainly because of two reasons. One is they want to hear something out of the conference, right? The second one, actually is a bit bigger, is to meet with other people. So it's like snowball effect. The bigger, the more participants coming, it will trigger a lot of other participants to join. So it's good for the company, and it's also good for the country because of one of the, let's say, the important event is being held in Indonesia, and then it's also good for the local people, the Balinese business. So that's so it's not only for us, it's also for the sake of the country and the people.
But as someone who has witnessed BATIC from the early days, now how do you see the transformation for the event, the topic, and the discussion throughout the years?
Well, like I said, it's getting bigger. Well, BATIC was, I think today is the nails of the BATIC. We've been, I think, banished because of COVID. I think we stopped at the time for a few years, and then before that also, I think in total we stopped probably for 6 years. But it has been initiated, like I said, is around 2009, 2010 probably. So from year to year, it's getting bigger. And used to be, some time ago, used to be at the similar event. The big one was ACC. It's called the Asian Career Conference. It's always held in Cebu in Philippines. But no, I think BATIC is already much bigger than.
Going forward, how do you see Telkom and also Indonesia's position becoming a major players in the global scale?
Telkom is really through Telin. Well, when we started the international, I think it's back in the early 2000s, we are kind of new kid on the block. The other operator at the time is much bigger than us, much more experienced. But because of our commitment to not only serve the people of Indonesia, but also expanding to other countries for two reasons. One is because we need to have in terms of connectivity, to support, to provide a better experience in Indonesia, we need those capacity, those cable, right? The second thing is also to grab the new opportunity in other countries other than Indonesian market. So with those background, Telin was set up some offices. It was started with Singapore and then Hong Kong and so on. And now Telin is probably one of the most aggressive in initiating the new capital consortium. The last one was I just presented in BATIC this morning. Telin has initiated what they call ICE cable. It's 7 cables which connected to Indonesia to some other countries. I think that's those initiatives probably one of the biggest that we just developed recently. It will be developed in stages starting from 2023 to probably 2028.
But can you share with us what Telkom Indonesia's role to enhance collaboration in order to achieve sustainable digital transformation?
Indonesia is really need a kind of national digital transformation, which include all the stakeholders, all the government institutions, and then supporting by all the related companies, the industry. Like Telkom is more than happy to be part of it. And for us, the basic is being a telco. We need to provide the digital infrastructure, which we are doing now. On top of that, we also provide some other important elements like data center, and then some other thing like AI, big data, those things. Then even we also, as I said, some is we do ourselves, some is working with somebody else. It's actually it's also the digital services, some apps. I do believe that digital transformation will be very, very beneficial for the country as we have the opportunity to leapfrog, to be at the same level or at least close to developed countries. A lot of things can be done with digital. I just give you the simple example. If we want to develop an education, to develop the school in the old-fashioned way, basically, we need to build the building of the school, which is very costly and take some time. Even if the school is there, a good teacher may not be willing to teach in the very remote area. So, in short, basically, our family or brother in remote area, it's going to be very difficult to have education at the same level as in the big cities. But with digital, as long as we can provide the broadband connectivity in that area, we can provide a platform with basically a teacher in Jakarta can also be listened to the people in the remote area. Even they can be interactive. So the quality of the education can be the same between a big city and very remote city. And that can be done in a more cost-effective way and faster. Similar can be happening in other areas. That's one of them. And then financial inclusion. So in short, basically, what I do believe is, in order to have a sustainable digital transformation, I think we need to try as much as we can to include all of people. So everybody will be moving to the same direction. So I think that's the key success factor that we can have a successful digital transformation.
All right, so it sounds like you mentioned it's not only about the telecommunication, but it's affecting all other sectors, including health and then education and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
All right, Pak Ririek, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. I look forward again. I hope we're going to see you again in BATIC 2025.
Okay,
and then good luck with everything, and then especially with the sustainable
Thank you for having
ecosystem.
me here.
That was our conversation with President Director of Telkom Indonesia, Ririek Adriansyah. Sobat Telkom, that was our special collaboration episode of Heard on the Street with See Today. Don't forget to leave your thoughts on the comment box below. Sampai jumpa.